Welcome. I am Consuelo Culver, and here are my three silver thoughts about corpses, coffins, crypts, a history of burial, written in 1997 by Penny Colman. The fear of death is universal and shared across cultures all around the world. Since the month of October is about spooky stuff and fears, I was delighted to find this book for you. What I appreciate the most about this book is how the author approaches the subject of death in a compassionate way, never in a gross or morbid way. This book is an easy and fast read with a glossary of funeral terms and pictures. I was surprised to find a picture of a funeral in the town I was born in the island of Puerto Rico. This book tells the history of funeral rites and ceremonies. You will learn how humans have been disposing of human bodies after death throughout the ages around the world. It was so interesting to learn about the different practices according to the time in history, age, race, religion, and social class. And if you like traveling, you'll find a list of cemeteries with historical figures to visit. I recommend you this book if you want to learn more about funeral rites and ceremonies. You might also like other super interesting books from the same author. Throughout the book, you will find stories about people dealing with the death of a loved one. I call my story Cemetery Day. I started getting acquainted with cemeteries when I was 10 years old, when this is hard. I started getting acquainted with cemeteries at the age of 10 years old when my grandma Consuelo died. Yes, I am named after her. She was the center of our universe. Her death was one of the saddest moments of my life. I just remember crying and crying some more with my three dogs surrounding me. After her burial, a new family tradition was born: Cemetery Day. Every Sunday after church, we'll visit the cemetery to honor her. During the visit, we would clean the tomb, arrange the new flowers, and pray together. The day always ended in a positive note because we visited like different families and different friends each week. Looking back, the family tradition of Cemetery Day made us stronger and cultivated in me a love for cemeteries. There's something mystical and so peaceful about being here in the cemetery. I still visit the cemeteries to clear my mind and to read. From the book, I gather suggestions on how to cope with the death of a loved one. Human contact. Talk to somebody you trust. A family member, a friend, a support group, or a professional. Explore your emotions with art. In history, you will find plenty of work of art from artists coping with the death of a loved one. Examples of things you may try are writing, painting, or music. Singing, especially singing, is powerful. Find a spiritual practice that works for you. Remember with love the ones you lost and carry them in your heart. Thank you, Penny Colman, for writing this book, and thank you for being here with us today. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about this book? Leave us a comment. I am Consuelo Culver, wishing you peace, love, health, and prosperity.